I know us action figure collectors, it's a weird thing. I can only talk about this to you guys. It's like when you're not getting action figures, this is what causes us to go on these hunts. It's like basically we're fiending for a drug. And eBay, there's always a wait time on that. That's why we're like, screw it, I'm gonna go to Target and see if I can't come up on something, even if you're not missing anything in your collection, even if you're completely caught up. You're still gonna make a Walmart run. You're like, God, I'm just gonna look just in case. Just in case that set of Marvel Legends came out way before anybody else has seen them. I'm just gonna go and just look and just check it out. So when we don't get action figures for a while, we start to itch. And then when we get too many action figures, like when they release like 7 of these things in like 1 month, we're like, start to justify we're like, God, Power Bill or Mezco's. It's weird. It's like it's usually too much or not enough 100% of the time. It's hard. So when they come home, and I haven't got a Mezco in a while, like a while without getting a Mezco is like a month. So if you go a whole month, which I don't think it's been a month, but it feels like a month. I think the last one I got was that Old Man Logan. I'd have to check back and see when I actually got him. But a week feels like a month. So if it's only been a week, it feels like a month. It's weird, and you're like, God, I could really go for a Mezco right now. And then you come home, and there's 2 of them on your doorstep, and this leaves me with hard decisions. For one, it's like, God damn, like, now it's $80 twice, but wait a second, it wasn't $80 because then you got to think about shipping. So this Mezco Exclusive Joker was basically $105 shipped, and you're like, damn. And then he comes in this crappy little cardboard box, and then you get this PX Exclusive Batman Ascending Knight, and he was, I think, $85 shipped, and he comes in this really big cool tin, and you're like, this is weird, and this is also really expensive. It would have been nice to have one like this week and have one next week for I could appreciate them and enjoy them a little bit more. But when you get them both at the same time, I can't not open them both up at the same time. I just have to. So we're going to make this like a one video. We're going to look at both of them all in one video. It seems like you guys usually like when I do that. It's like when I do a whole set of Marvel Legends, because us as collectors, it's like we just can't wait for Christmas, and Christmas is always coming when you're an action figure collector. So when you get a set of 7 Marvel Legends plus a build them, that's 8, and these other YouTube channels spread that out along 8 videos to maximize their views, and you're like, bro, come on, what the heck, can I just see the next video? I want to see all 8 videos. So that's why sorry again, I started doing them all in one video because you guys kind of request it, you like it. So I figured we're going to go ahead and step it up to Mezco. Obviously, this is a really long rant because I'm losing my voice. We're going to look at both of these in one video. We'll do some comparisons. I'm going to show you the collection, the usual rundown. Let's get to it. Are side by side, and you can see they're both standing right at about 6.5 inches tall. And with this Joker, it's just like, I gotta be honest, man, after taking this thing out of the package, and it's weird because I basically already have this Joker. I pretty much do, but this is the Joker that I wanted. I didn't want Leisure Suit Joker. I actually wanted this Joker. The fact that they give you 5 heads with this thing, if you don't get Nerdwood when you open this, maybe you're not a nerd, and you should probably get out of collecting because this thing just does it for me. Like, I love everything about it. We'll go over those accessories one by one, and then you have this Batman Sovereign Knights. Here's the deal with this Batman. First off, they make 4 different Sovereign Knights Batman. They make the Toy Fair exclusive, which pretty much nobody got, and then the douchebags that did get them sold them on eBay. Well, I'm sure there's a couple guys that actually kept them and put them in their collection. I just don't know any of those guys, because I would love to see a video with one of those in somebody's actual collection. But enough about that. He's basically all black. He looks really cool. I'd love to have him. I'm not going to spend that kind of money on one. He's basically going for about 600 bucks on eBay right now. Then they did the Mezco Exclusive, which I was actually really attracted to. Like, I thought that thing definitely looked pretty cool. He's basically similar to the Toy Fair one. He's kind of all black with a gold belt instead of a black belt. He was at one point my favorite one, and I was thinking about getting him. And then they made this thing where he's basically looks like this, but with a black cape. And I kind of thought, it's just so hard. There's 4 different ones. From now on, I'm going to make an honest attempt that when they make 4 different versions of one, I'm just going to try to pick my favorite one or one that stands out the most in my collection and go with that one. That is why I went with the blue and gray one. The black and gray one was cool. I thought the Mezco one was cool. But I already have tons of black Batmans. I already have tons of gray and black Batmans. So I only have like one really blue and gray, which I'm going to go ahead and pull out all the Mezco Batman anyways. So I went ahead and went with the blue one. After looking at him close up, which we'll get a close up look at him, that suit, I'm thinking that maybe the Mezco version might have been the best option with the gold belt and the all black suit. Because all these stripes and man, it just looks a little too disco for me. Up close, it even gets a little bit more annoying. I'm going to put the cape over it. I do like the figure, I just don't love it. If I would have got the Mezco, the all black one, I might have liked it a little bit more. Unfortunately, that would look too similar to Batman's that I already have. That's why I went ahead and went with this one. Let's go ahead and check. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with this Batman. First off, he does come with the Bruce Wayne head, which just is really cool. I've always wanted a Bruce Wayne head. This is like a perfect opportunity for the guys that can't resist the temptation. There's a little something on his hair. They can't resist the temptation, and they can't just pick one, and they need to get 2. Then this is a great option for those guys. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those guys. I can put this Bruce Wayne head on pretty much any one of them, and it would actually probably look pretty cool. I would really love to display this head. Here's an accessory that I would love to see them do, which if they ever watch one of my videos, I'm sure they probably won't. But if you guys do, if you're going to give me an unmasked head, then give me a mask. It doesn't have to be soft goods. It could be hard plastic. Just a mask that folds up and like hangs out of his hand. A lot of people have did it before. It would be nice to see you guys do it. If you did do that where I could hang the mask like out of his hand, then I would put the unmasked head on it. That would kind of be the best of both worlds. That would be a really cool accessory when you give us an unmasked head. Here's the unmasked head. Give you a really close-up look at it. I think they did a great job on that. They pretty much do a great job on all their head sculpts. So here he is up close. It's just all those freaking stripes, man. I thought it looked cool. Like when I ordered it, it's just a little too disco to look like Batman. Like Batman is kind of like low key. So it kind of seems like if I would have got like the Mezco Exclusive one, it's more like an all black with this gold belt. I think that would actually look a little bit better like while I'm holding it in front of the camera. As far as on my shelf, this is definitely the one to get because he's really going to stand out on my shelf. He's just not going to look like another all black or black and gray Batman. That's why I went with the blue one. He's cool. He's just, God, it's like almost annoying with all this stuff. He's got a little clip back here while we're back here. You put his Gatling gun back there. We're going to check checked out his gun. I was actually thinking that was like a reuse from something else. I looked at a few other Batmans, and I'm actually kind of thinking that that's a brand new Gatling gun. As far as articulation goes, my videos are already way too long. If you want to see that, maybe click on somebody else's video, and they can go through it. It's a Mezco. If you have one, they're basically all the same. And I'm just looking here, and it's like an eye magnet going towards this guy's package. Jeez, Batman, you definitely stacked up down there. I'm a little jealous, envious, call whatever you want. Maybe I need to get a bigger truck or something. Here he is. He's got laced up boots, which is kind of a weird touch for Batman, but it's like that's kind of like Mezco's thing. They love the lace up boots. He does look kind of cool with the lace-up boots. It's a little weird, a little awkward, but it does look kind of cool. The boots, once again, they killed it on that. One thing that I noticed on this, one thing that I really like about Mezco is the boot usually swivels on the leg. This thing comes to a point, and either mine is stuck or it won't swivel. It's almost like it's glued on. I feel like if I force it, it's going to break. And the utility belt on this, it usually seems like these things are stuck in one spot. This one does move around. He's pretty cool. You figure if they're going to give you 4 versions of the same one, could you give us one that has wire in the cape for you don't have to still give us these stupid octopus things? I've used these things one time. I don't really care for them. I mean, yeah, you can do some pretty cool poses with them. You could also achieve the same thing with wire. Some guys don't want the wire, some guys do. If you're making 4 of them, at least do one of them with wire cape, because then I'd be like, wait a second, the all black one has a wire cape, that's the one I'm going to get. But I guess that would be too hard for him to do. As far as the accessories go, he does come with this grappling gun. It's actually really cool. I think I'm going to try something new here, because every time I do it, my fingers just block it. So here's a grappling gun. Go ahead and put some tweezers on it, because whenever I put my grubby paws all over it, that's pretty much all you ever see. You can plug the hook in the end of it. This one, actually there's 2 of them there. We'll just go ahead and go with it. This one has a string on it. You can plug this into the string, into the gun. Really cool touch. This is another one that plugs in the end of the gun that's still folded up, as you can see. And then they also give you another one that's open up that also plugs in the end of the gun. Really cool touch. And then you got this stupid thing. I have no clue what this thing is or what it's for. A shield, I don't know. It's a cool accessory. I just got no clue what it's for. It's kind of pointless to me. Let me go ahead and try to grab up one of these little batarangs. They give you 10 batarangs. Do I need 10 batarangs? Absolutely not. 2 would have been plenty, but hey, give me 10. Make me feel like I get my money's worth. I totally get it. They are really cool batarangs. I'm sure they're just going to be reuses for all their Batmans for years to come. And then my favorite accessory, he got this little crossbow deal. Like, he holds it in his hand. God, I love this accessory so much. It is so cool. I'm definitely going to be using this when I pose them up and display them. Then, like always, he comes with the best action figure stand in the business. I love these things. It's because of these things that I do dramatic poses. And then we have this Joker. And this Joker, God, this is the Joker to me. This is the end-all, be-all Joker in my collection. I got tons of Jokers in my collection. The last one, they didn't really scratch my Joker itch. This one absolutely does. This pinstripe suit just says Joker. When you put the orange vest on here with the green shirt underneath, with the striped purple and green tie, I love everything about this. They still got the Batman socks underneath. He's basically the same. If I can get his tight pants up. Still has the green Batman sock. They were yellow before. I'll go ahead and pull out the other one for you can see that this thing is amazing. The jacket comes off. I'm not going to take the jacket off because I took the jacket off on my other one to try to toughen him up a little bit. Articulation, everything's exactly the same as the other one. I probably didn't even go over that on the last one. He does come with this extremely cool trench coat. I'm going to attempt to put this thing on him. Not like live, like I'm going to do it behind it. Because this thing, every time I do this, I fight. I get frustrated. You guys laugh. I'm going to attempt to put this thing when I'm not running the camera. As far as his accessory goes, he comes with 5 heads. I'll probably just pull the camera down and we'll check those out. First off, he comes with this little bomb. Look at the detail on that thing. Really, really cool accessory. I definitely have to display that. He comes with this gun. I'm pretty sure that we got this gun before. Here's why. Because the clip does come out, which is something that they do on a lot of it. There's actually a little bullet inside of there. Definitely cool. Here's the cool part. The slide on this gun actually moves. And they did this before, like when they first started doing their guns, they started making the slides move on them. Then it seems like they kind of went away from that, and now they got it back. So I don't know. I'd have to go through my collection to see where they got this gun from. It doesn't really matter. It's purple, silver. It looks like the Joker. It looks like it belongs to the Joker. And then they have the razor knife. This thing's really cool. That actually works. It folds up in there. This thing, I'm almost afraid to even breathe on it. It just seems like it's going to break. Once again, a really, really cool accessory. They killed it with accessories with this Joker. I guess they're trying to justify that $110 price tag. Then as far as this knife goes, look really close at this. You got a gloss black handle, a flat black blade with a silver edge. Like, there's just not a lot of toy companies doing stuff like that. As far as the hands go, it's basically a lot of the hands you already had. You get the card hand again. They give you a hand. I don't need to go over them. They basically give you a hand that can do anything. It can hold the knife, the razor knife, the guns, whatever. They give us this accessory gun, which I thought this was like a really, really cool accessory to give us for the Joker on the last one. They also thought it was really cool because they gave it to us again. And when they do something like this, I'm sitting there going, well, would I just rather that they didn't even put it in the package? Or am I happy that they put it in the package and repainted it? Or would I like a totally new accessory is actually what I would like. But that doesn't happen. I guess it's nice for they throw it in. And one of my favorite things that they do, you got this little Uzi here. It comes with a bullet effect. That's like my favorite effect that Mezco or any toy company does. Pretty much Mezco is the only one doing that. I really like it. The clips do come out. There is a little bullet in there. Unfortunately, I'm not going to display the Uzi with this Joker because you just have too many cool options. Then here's the extra clip. You can see that it does have a little bullet in there. And then one of my favorite accessories, and here's what pisses me off and makes me happy all at the same time. If you're going to give me a bloody crowbar, when are you going to give me my battle damaged Robin? Give me two heads. Give me one where he's beat to shit, all bloodied up, and give me a regular head. And then you can go ahead and make a few different of those. That's something I would definitely probably buy two of because you're giving me like 1,000,000 Batmans. You're going to give me 1,000,000 Jokers. Give me a Robin, repaint him a couple times, I'll buy a couple. This accessory is so cool, but it would be even cooler if I had a Robin to display this with. Once again, he comes with the coolest stand in the business. I think we got pretty much everything covered on the Joker. As far as the heads go, let me get the camera down and show you the heads for I don't have to hold them to you one by one. Then you can kind of see them
Okay, here's
together.
the 4 heads plus the one with the hat that I have on them already. Here they are all lined up next to each other. Get a nice close-up view of those. Those things are amazing. The first head with the big laughy smile. God, I love that one. That one is really good. The next one over just really looks weird but cool all at the same time. The Joker one with the smirk, once again, very happy with that. Here's the thing, I couldn't imagine using any of them except for like the battle damage one. I'm thinking about putting on my old Joker, which we'll find out. I'm going to do some comparisons, stick that on there, see what it looks like. And then the first head with the big grin I really like. But on this one, I think I got to go with that hat, man. That hat just screams Joker. Let's mix some things up and see some comparisons. So this is what I decided to go with on my Joker and my Ascending Knights Batman. I went ahead and went with the razor knife. Of course, that thing was just so cool. And pretty much all the accessories with the Joker this time around were really cool. I had to go with the bloody crowbar even though I don't have the bloody Robin to go with it. Who knows, maybe someday, Mezco, if you're listening, hint, hint, Robin would really be cool. But do a different body like a boy mold, and then you can reuse that one time and time again. And another Mezco, not like you're ever gonna watch this video, but it's okay to make somebody different than the same 10 characters over and over and over. Although these Batman are cool and I love every one, and I wish I had every one of the Ascending Knights if they weren't $80, but when your collection looks like Batman, Superman, and basically all the same characters over and over and over again, which I love the variations of them, space them out a little bit. It would be nice to get some new characters to go with some of these old characters. Either way, here's all the Mezco Batmans that I have. Basically, you got like this, I think was like probably the PX exclusive one. The dark blue one. This is the thing that I'm trying to avoid now. You got the dark blue one. I think I just said that. You got the battle damage one. He came with the 2-pack. I thought that was pretty cool. Then you got the one back here with the black and gray, and so basically that's why I got the blue in here, because if you look at all these, this one black and gray, this one, you know, he mixes it up a little bit. The armored Batman is kind of black and gray, so I definitely have enough of the black and gray, and there's a lot more black and gray Batmans on the way. So I went with the blue one. I don't know if that was the best choice. That's the choice I went with, but you can learn from my mistakes. If you're only going to get one, probably should get that Mezco Exclusive one, because it'll hide all that weird rubber detail on that spandex suit, which on these spandex suits, Mezco, you guys are doing a really good job on these things. I remember before they looked like a bad pajama party. Now they actually look really awesome, and I can't remember the last time I got one where the spandex looked weird. You're definitely killing it. You got good seams on that one. Good job on that one. Just not really sure who designed all the disco gear on there. As far as this Joker goes, I got the trench coat on him. That was not easy. It took quite a bit of time to get that in there, to make sure that his jacket underneath, the sleeves came all the way to the end. As you can see, they're kind of poking out here. That was not easy to do. I had to take the hands off, wrap Scotch tape around it, kind of pull it through to get the jacket through. And by doing that, it binds up with the little t-shirt underneath the jacket. You lose a lot of articulation by putting that jacket on him, but I kind of got him where I wanted him. I'm going to go ahead and throw these on the shelf with the Mezco collection and show you that. Alright, so as promised, here's the Mezco collection. We'll start over here. Kind of got the Spider-Mans over here. This is kind of the Wolverine section, and then the Deadpool section. One of the coolest motorcycles ever made. I figured go ahead and put that in the mix too. You got the weird spider droid robot thing. I don't know. Just trying to mix it up because Mezco doesn't really give you a whole lot of variety. Basically just the same 10 characters in every costume possible, which is good and bad all at the same time. Superman, the coolest vehicle ever made. Now you guys can get this thing for like 80, 90 bucks. You're a fool if you don't, because that thing is amazing. You got Deadshot over here getting hooked up by Harley. Joker in the background, not real happy about it, or maybe he is. He's the Joker. He's kind of swings his own way. Over here you got the brand new addition to the shelf, and this shelf, it's maxed out, guys. It's officially full. Next time I do a video, I'm going to clear some space off in this toy room somewhere and get a little bit better Mezco display, because this thing is like basically my favorite thing to collect right now, and it deserves a little bit better than this overcrowded shelf. Got this Sydney Knight Batman right behind him. He's kind of swinging in, down, coming on the Joker. I guess the Joker's trying to run away. Just got done beating up Robin. Who knows where Robin is? They haven't made one yet. So maybe someday I guess I could pull a Robin out, but I don't have one battle damage good enough for that scene. I did put the battle damage head on this other Joker. That thing was just too good to put back in the box. Moving right along, got Superman's over here, Shazam's over here, an explosion. Deathstroke, kind of like, you know, kind of like blowing up here. It's, you know, these, I'm not the dynamic pose guy, but with Mezco and with these stands, it definitely makes it fun to display. It also takes up a lot of room in your toy room, but God, it sure is fun to look at. Moving around, there's a Carnage. I just reviewed him, and that Venom, definitely digging that. And that's basically it. Thanks for watching.